Hey guys, welcome back to a new video, and today we're going to be taking a first look at the HiveMaster Helm. Now, without much further ado, we're going to get right into it. HiveMaster Helm, a nefarious helm combining pheromones and killer honey to captivate killer bees into servitude. Now I'm going to read the stats. Summons bees that aid you in combat. I believe there are 3. Chance to curse is 50%. Curse 4 seconds up to 3 targets. Party effect within 4 squares. Berserk for 6 seconds. On equip 6 defense and 6 speed. MP cost is 80. And it's a fame bonus of 6% and a cooldown of 7.5 seconds. As you see on screen right now, the warrior has 3 bees around it, a red one, a yellow one, and a blue one, and they rotate and shoot, and they all do around 100 damage to all the gods in the godlands, so you can calculate how much damage it does, but I believe it is around 150 to 200. So for right now, I'm going to show you some Godlands footage, but basically the warrior does really well already in the Godlands. With the extra DPS, it does help quite a bit, but not too much that it would make a huge difference. You can use really any helmet, but this one is also a nice addition because the bees look really cool. So in terms of aesthetics, this helmet is actually really cute. And if you like cute things, I guess you would really like it. I don't love it too much, but the 3 bees that rotate around you are a pretty cool effect. So in terms of abyss viability, this helmet is pretty good, but only if you have a higher level pet for HP heal, since the other helmets do help you dodge and defend a little bit more since they have armored or they have speedy, but this one doesn't. This one only adds DPS. Now if you have a high enough pet around 70 or plus, you can do enough DPS to kill all the mobs before they even get to you and attack you, but I would say it's not as safe anymore. In terms of the boss, and also all bosses in general, it's great because it adds DPS and you can get more soulbound damage in. As for the sprite world, it's basically the same as any other helmet, except speedy would probably be a little bit better since it does make it faster. Now on screen you should see a UDL, and for the UDL I do really like this helmet. Since it adds DPS, it adds also a layer of protection with the amount of damage it does to enemies that surround you. And the UDL, oftentimes you're swarmed by a lot of slowing and quieting shots or constructs, and they can help you, the bees can help you kill those mobs a little bit faster. And for speedy helmets, really often I find myself running into traps, and this bee protection helps you destroy the traps before you even walk into it, and you're no longer speedy, so you won't lag into it. So that's really helpful. Again, in terms of the boss, it also adds DPS to you. If there's a large group, you get more soulbound damage in. It's overall just a great helmet if you want DPS, you want loot. Now, in terms of the Mad Lab, I also really like this. So some people are able to rush the Mad Lab with speedy on, and that would make the Mad Lab a lot faster, but if you're a little bit more of a safe player, you would use a Jug or this HiveMaster Helm. So you see that there are a lot of mobs in the Mad Lab, and this layer of protection with the bees around you shooting out projectiles, it will actually defend you from the mobs before they get to you, and that would be really helpful. So I think this is a pretty good helmet for the Mad Lab as well. Now as for the boss, as you guys know, the Mad Lab boss has a ton of HP, and with this helmet it would add more DPS to you than any other helmet, and I would say this is probably the best helmet for this boss, and just any boss in general now. The point of the warrior is to add so much DPS that you overwhelm the enemy, and this helmet really adds to this, and it almost makes it overpowered. But again, other helmets also have uses. In the snake pit, for example, you want to get to the boss as soon as possible, since the snake pit actually is pretty easy and not a lot of mobs to deal with and really hard to die in, so you want to get there as fast as possible, so speedy would be the best option here. But the HiveMaster Helm still has a little bit of viability if you are a little lower leveled, I guess, but also for the boss, you want to do as much damage as possible since Steno has many phases where she's invincible, and it was really annoying. So again, the HiveMaster Helm is great for the boss. Now for the sewers, I would say this is probably the worst dungeon to use it in so far that I have shown. The sewers is a really hard dungeon where you lose a lot of HP really fast, and all in all, I would say a Jug that would allow you to be armored, or maybe a speedy helmet would be quite a bit better. You could argue for HiveMaster versus Speedy. Speedy could make you run into more mobs if you're not good at dodging, and so this HiveMaster Helm would help you kill the little mobs around it. But all in all, I would much rather have a jug, but obviously not everybody has a jug. So it's a decent helmet to use in the sewers, but obviously not the best. But again, for the boss, it has so much added DPS that is much better than any other helmet. Even the jug, since the boss does armor break you, so having armor doesn't really help. So the HiveMaster Helm is definitely the best helmet for this boss. So I think that wraps it up for me here. I don't have clips of other dungeons since this is actually one of my friends here who lent me some video footage of his account using the HiveMaster helmet, and yeah, thank you so much for that. But he wanted to keep his name private, so hopefully you guys don't go searching for him. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. I just want to express my thoughts on other stuff for tombs and for ocean trenches. Good for DPS, obviously. Even Oryx, pretty much any dungeon here in the game, any mob in the game, you would really appreciate a HiveMaster helm. It's a great helmet. You don't really have any weaknesses with it, whereas other things like maybe the 1000-shot bow that I reviewed in the past did have some stuff that it wasn't too good at, but this one's just overall a good quality item, and you would really benefit off of having it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Get it if you want to do bosses, you want more DPS, shatters, tombs, etc. All that stuff. And yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.